morning, St. Francis. Good morning, people of God. It is Monday, the 13th day of June, 2022. It is Monday of the 11th week of the year, but it is also, more importantly for us Franciscans, the memorial of St. Anthony of Padua. Actually, it's a feast for us. So it's the feast of St. Anthony of Padua. So I want to festa to everybody, especially everybody who is named Anthony today. The great Franciscan preacher, the first one to desire to educate the friars so they could preach better. And so how education becomes a part of the Franciscan charism and the Franciscan movement, beginning with Anthony of Padua and then moving to great people like John Duns Scotus and St. Bonaventure. Coming to you again on assignment, a little place away, so that for the next couple of days you'll see me in places like this. But today's readings, there are special readings for Anthony. I don't have the Franciscan lectionary, so I don't know what they, I don't remember what they are, but there are special readings. But the readings for today, they're okay, I guess. So we are introduced to Jezebel in the Book of Kings, that horrible, awful person who basically has a vineyard owner named Naboth killed so that her husband Ahab, the king of Israel, can inherit the vineyard. Now, again, it's not clear why Ahab wants the vineyard, but Ahab was going to give Naboth a better vineyard in return, but Naboth didn't want to get a better vineyard. He wanted the one that had been in his family for generations because of its sentimental value and the connection to his family. And when Naboth doesn't give it to Ahab, Ahab becomes depressed. But Ahab doesn't want to kill Naboth for it. Jezebel does. And so, unfortunately, Jezebel gets that bad reputation that then leads to the name that is used sometimes to describe people of bad reputations, because she has him accused of wrongdoing unlawfully and without substance, but the accusation's sick, and he is taken out and stoned. And so the vineyard becomes a part of Ahab's property, the king of Israel's property, and Ahab is happy for the moment. So we're going to see what happens after that. In the Gospel, in Matthew's Gospel, we continue again with Jesus basically, using the strength of exaggeration, using the strength of moving towards the extremes to show, again, how different the life of a believer should be from the life of everybody else. Which is always important to remember, that we as believers think and act differently. We hope differently. We respond differently. We are meant to be different always. And so the examples that Jesus uses, it's not an eye for an eye anymore. It's not about getting vengeance upon somebody, but it's basically giving in sometimes to the pain and the hurts of the world. So the world may realize that its pains and its hurts cannot overwhelm us and cannot be the final say ever in what it is in our relationships with each other, and what are our relationships with each other. And so if someone slaps you on the left cheek, give them the right as well. If someone presses you to go 1 mile on a journey, go with them 2 miles. If someone wants your shirt, give them your cloak as well. All these kinds of things that might seem ridiculous and absurd, and yet that sense, of not letting anything stand in the way of being able to build community or show that kind of fear that in the end weakens us and makes us unable to be the people that we are called to be. Jesus encourages his followers, encourages us never to fear what it is that the world can do to us, or can try to force us to do, or try to make us think is the truth, because we have the truth, we understand the truth, we work out of that understanding of what truth is, and that allows us to see differently, to speak differently, to notice things differently, to become people who are different in this world. Different not in a bad sense, different not in a better than others sense, but different in a sense that allows for life and hope to be experienced, to be witnessed, to be received through our words and actions. And may the Lord give you his peace.